It's a stark contrast, Trump and Biden. One is ending the convention on a high, the other has a sinking campaign. Joe Biden is out of action because of the Wuhan virus. He's infected and his party wants him out of the race. A growing number of senior Democrats want him to stand down. The latest to join the chorus is Barack Obama, the former president and a trusted counselor to Joe Biden. Reports say Obama spoke to his aides privately. He thinks that Biden's path to the presidency has diminished and that he must reconsider his bid, which is quite significant because of where it's coming from. Joe Biden served as Obama's vice president for 2 consecutive terms. That's 8 years. They worked closely for 8 years. So for Biden, the former president's word carries weight. 2 days ago, Biden tested positive for the Wuhan virus. He's self-isolating in Delaware now. Next week, he's supposed to meet Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, who will be visiting Washington, D.C. The White House expects Biden to keep that appointment.
We have every expectation that the two leaders will have a chance to see each other while Prime Minister Netanyahu is in town.
But will he resume his campaign? In recent days, the pressure on Biden has intensified. So far, he has not changed his mind. But of late, he sounds less rigid and more willing to hear the other side. The arguments in favor of stepping aside, he's more open to them. And people close to Biden say that he could be preparing to leave the race. According to them, and I'm quoting, the reality is setting in. The reality is setting in. What has brought this turnaround? Observers point to 3 events. First, the protest by senior Democrats, the likes of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. They've lost faith in Joe Biden and his chances. They believe he won't be able to beat Trump and that Democrats could lose seats in the U.S. Congress as a result. The second setback are the polls. Survey after survey shows that Biden is sliding. Donald Trump is gaining ground. Another one came out today. It shows Trump has widened the gap. He now has the largest lead in the election with 52% of all votes. Joe Biden is at 47%. That's what a new survey says. So if elections were to be held today, Trump would win by popular vote. For Biden, it would be a humiliating loss. The third setback for Biden came from the donors. They are pulling support. This month, Biden's campaign had hoped to raise $50 million from just the wealthy donors, $50 million. But after his poor debate performance, they're looking at less than 25 million. So not even 50% of the target. And where is this money going? Well, some donors have turned to Kamala Harris, the current vice president. She's one of the favorites to replace Joe Biden. Harris is currently on the campaign trail filling in for Biden. And for the moment, she's supporting Biden for the presidency.
So friends, I say the contrast between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is like night and day. But with the selection of his running mate this week, Donald Trump is also trying to distract people. He wants to direct attention away from his record.
She's right. The contrast is like night and day, and Biden's campaign is untenable. Even U.S. allies can see this. European leaders are now courting the Republicans. Up to 20 European countries sent their diplomats to Milwaukee to attend the Republican National Convention. The EU's ambassador to the United States attended this event. All of these diplomats have the same mission: to reconnect with the Red Party, to win over the leaders who are skeptical of the EU and NATO. Like J.D. Vance, Trump's vice presidential nominee, he wants to reduce aid for Ukraine.
Look, the best way to help Ukraine, I think, from a European perspective, is for Europe to become more self-sufficient. Vladimir Putin is, of course, in the geopolitical backyard of Europe. The United States, as it focuses more on East Asia, simply can't be expected to foot a disproportionate share of the burden.
Trump has voiced similar views on NATO. Jens Stoltenberg wants Europe to engage with him. He's the outgoing NATO chief, Stoltenberg. So the trend is quite clear. European nations are reaching out to Donald Trump. They see him as the winning candidate. Where does that leave Biden? In the toughest spot of his career. A sitting president, hoping to run for re-election and losing support every single day. Stepping aside won't be an easy thing to do, but it would be the right thing to do.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter. We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
As the world warms, nature's sentinels will rise. As a billion hands will dig deep to write a new future for our planet.
Obviously today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Eric Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital.